back of our, I guess, Ferrano di Copiole property. And yeah, so I guess right over here is where I would likely be setting up one of our Mind Palace greenhouse extension ideas. And as such, I feel like I would like to go into more detail in terms of how I plan to, I guess my idea for a financial model. So while obviously, producing foods that I can sell is important, but also producing information as to how to construct one of these greenhouses is also very important, because the way I see it, every single person is going to have their own space, their own requirements, their own number of people they need to provide food for. So my idea is to make this kind of Mind Palace idea very versatile and very responsive to the environment of the individual that would be requesting my information, like obviously that I'd be selling in like some sort of ebook fashion. So yeah, because the way I see it, if you're like in an apartment, you can just have like a kind of square greenhouse box that you can just sort of fit in a spot more conveniently, whereas out here we have more space. It can be more of like a domed structure, especially since it's outside. Being outside, you definitely want less surface area per volume ratio. And yeah, not only that though, I feel like I would want more than just an ebook, but also perhaps a video series showing how I personally would be constructing a lot of these domes, so then the other individual could, and this would sort of set up the base capital for me to work into a phase 2 level where I could actually have a business that could work, more of like, the Apple style, where you just have someone pay a much larger amount of money, and I would have like a team and everyone that can just go to that person's house, figure out like the specs that work best for them, because obviously, if they're by themselves, they don't really need as much of a food growing space, whereas if they have like a family of 5 or whatever, they're going to probably want a much bigger Mind Palace in order to sustain food for the entire family. And yeah, so that would be the long-term goal, and the final stop for why working on a Mind Palace would be true freedom and comfort, because like Brian said in his first episode, where they said like, what's your relationship with money? For me personally, I guess I would say freedom to an extent, that money definitely offers you a freedom of choice in our semi-capitalistic world, but also knowing that you have a comfortable source of food and energy and everything, like you have your base necessities set, regardless of what the the society at large might have for you. I feel like that's true freedom. If you have that, if you have all of your bases covered, and the whole financial system could collapse and you'd still be able to get by, I feel like that's true freedom. And that's sort of what I'm interested in putting together for my business. So yeah, let me know how you guys feel about it. Thank you very much. Bye. Luca Ravelli signing off.